Chris and Dan show, how's it going? Dimash is back. We are thirsty for views. We are unabashedly figuring out philosophically what to do with our channel. And it doesn't even matter to you guys because you don't care. You care about Dimash. That's why you're here. So fear not. We've got, regardless of the trajectory that this channel goes, we will not forget the original fans. Dimash, Maneskin. Matter of fact, today we're going to throw back and do both of those artists a reaction. So here's Dimash Ave Maria from New Wave 2021. Here's the thing with Dimash. Here's my thoughts about him. Obviously, he's not new to our channel. I think he's amazing voice. Amazing. I still don't like him. And that's going to be controversial, but he's got a great voice. I don't think he's an artist that I would ever be a fan of. And
Wait. Before you continue.
yeah.
So I got a question in that regard. I guess I would tend to agree with you. But
Man, we're going to get so much hate.
but I will say this, the more you listen to something, generally speaking, the more you start to like it, right? So if you were
Yeah.
repeatedly exposed to Dimash, you might develop a taste, right?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But from what I've seen so far, I have incredible respect for the talent, but I've not become a fan. And I wonder why. And I think there's something underneath this that I think his fans are blind to. Like, why hasn't he really come across like mainstream, like Adele? I mean, he's tried to go pop. We reacted to that one song where he went pop. But why hasn't he crossed over then fully? He's just got hardcore fans. He's got a lot of them, but he's not like a household name,
Sure.
at least in the United States.
And to be quite honest, it's been such a long time since I've heard Dimash because we've done a number of different artists that are very popular in their geographic location.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember what Dimash even sounds like, so I'm gonna have to hear this song again. It's like I'm listening to him for the first time again.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. Well, this is Ave Maria, a classic, so that should test his vocal range, and I already know I'm gonna be blown away. But let's see. Let's see. The haters are gonna get us though.
Well,
Like,
we'll
subscribe,
see.
comment, share, guys.
I may like this song.
Okay. They still will not like you because you did not have only good things to say about Dimash.
This
You
is true.
somewhat agreed with me, and this is not acceptable.
This is true. Unfortunately.
Another thing, okay, maybe I found something else. One of the reasons he does this like theatrics to where, I mean, it's one thing to be extremely talented, and it's another to be kind of full of yourself. And he really comes across to me. I know a lot of artists are that I like are that way, but for some reason, the way he does it, it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, he knows he's good, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's all these extra theatrics that,
So he's overly dramatic.
to say the least. I mean, look
So
at this. It's been 30 seconds.
yeah, it's not natural. And I would agree, completely agree with this. This is no, maybe I disagree. This is for sure agreement. He personifies being over dramatic in terms of it's just not natural. Nobody does this, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to be into your own music or to feel the beat or whatever the case might be, right? And you can see, or at least artists are good at impersonating a natural reaction to what they're singing about or their music.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's a little bit off because they are acting, but he's not even acting. I don't know what he's doing,
Uh,
right? Because it's so overblown.
and they're gonna hate us because for talking for 5 minutes before he even says something. But I mean, like this is the channel that we are, guys. Like if you don't want honesty from us, like again, amazing talent, respect, but not a fan for a variety of reasons. That's just one of them. The theatric thing is like just one. It's just a little like he has many things like that. I can't articulate all of them that combine to where it's like, yeah, I know who he is. Yes, he's talented. One of the best voices probably on the planet. No, I'm not a fan. Don't hate me for it. Look at that. I don't think all that's necessary. Just be normal, dude. And so this is Ave Maria. It's a classic, right? Like, I mean, one of the oldest songs probably. And he turns songs into his own. I get it. I'm trying not to say anything without pissing off more fans, so let's just keep going. Great pipes. So it's incredible vocal range. Apparently, he's not gonna say a word, but
Yeah, that's what I was
like
thinking. Where's the singing?
Ave Maria, like that's a classic.
Well,
Everybody who can
maybe he
sing does
sings the
it.
last minute. Let's give him a shot here.
And if he does, it's more a testament to why I don't like him. Like I get redoing it in your style, but there's a level of like paying homage to the classics versus just
Humming it.
there you go. You said it well. I mean, more than hum, but
Well, of course. I mean,
no,
I could
I
not.
agree with you, but
I couldn't do what he's doing. I
nobody
mean,
can. It's talent versus likability.
sure, I don't have the ability.
A lot of people love him, and I could see why. I mean, talent's there, but I could see why he hasn't crossed over fully
Can
either.
can can you think of an artist that has? See, I don't really even know how to describe it.
Likability, Frank
No.
Sinatra.
I was going to say as fake as he is.
Like,
Can you?
yeah. See, I don't know if he's. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's fake, but like
Well, that's what I
I
was
know
saying. I
he's
couldn't come up with the word. So it's just
theatrical.
yeah, overly so, right? Outside of an opera singer, and maybe that's what he is. I can't think, and I'm not into opera, but I've seen clips of opera, and they kind of all act like he does. So maybe that's what he's more in line with, isn't like an opera singer.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, that's what he's doing here. This would be what I would expect to see at an opera, something like this. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's really how he's been trained. Maybe he's a
For sure. That's how he's been trained.
opera singer.
Yeah. Sure.
Which the over facial expression.
And that's why the mainstream's not ready for him. And maybe it says something about his fans where they think, okay, well, we like him. And if you don't like it, that means you're not as smart as us or sophisticated as us. So we're in our own.
Well, so we could go off on a whole long tangent about that. I was just thinking about this yesterday. So sorry, everybody.
Don't you think that's why some people get fans? Like, like more elitist?
I got a question
like,
about
I like
that.
Dimash, and for sure you wouldn't like Dimash. You're wearing a camo sweater, and you're not supposed to like this. This is
possibly
more refined.
And there might be something to that. So I have a question. It's been proven that those who like classical music have a higher intellect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's been proven. Mm-hmm. But does that mean it's nature or nurture, right? So if you like,
that's not a free pass for being a snob, though.
I understand that. I understand that, but I'm saying, yeah, snob is a choice, right?
Yes.
But are they speaking truth? That's what I'm asking you here. So because you like classical music and you have a higher intellect, does that mean you like classical because you already had that higher intellect? Or is it because your parents forced you to listen when you were young to classical and it developed your intellect, right? So which is it?
It's a question only that person can answer.
Well, I don't think they could even answer, right? You'd have to actually do a study on this to figure out what the truth is. So these snobs that you're referring to that say, hey, well, you don't like Dimash just because you're not intellectually capable of liking him.
We'll be ready for an onslaught of those comments too.
They could legitimately have a point, potentially.
Sure. We could just be dumb. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I agree.
I know. Is that the dude watching? Is that the dude from the World Economic Forum? The guy that said we will own
that's the piano player. That's the piano player. It's not Klaus Schwab.
Carl Schwab is like, very good, Dimash. Entertain the masses.
Yeah. Well, we take everything from them.
Keep them hypnotized, please.
Yep.
In their cubicles. Entertain. Oh my God. Damn, he still got air to go.
Yep.
This dude. Carl Schwab's like, very good. Keep them mesmerized. Continue to hypnotize and we steal more. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, so
God.
legit.
I'm being legit. I'm not trying to be funny.
No, you are trying to be funny. And that's okay because it is funny. But legitimately, if I try to do what he just did for 3 minutes there, I don't think I'd be able to just talk for a month.
I'd
be spitting up blood and everything else.
It's a talent, but he's almost like a freak show. Like, is that like? I mean, it's entertaining in a small dose.
I didn't care for that.
Can you listen to an album of this guy's?
I didn't care for that at all.
No, that was my least favorite song I've ever heard of Dimash.
Might be one of my least favorite songs, period. I don't know about Dimash.
Oh my god.
It really, really was not something I would want to hear
It
again.
was it was yes.
Mind
It's
you, mind you, I see the talent because, like I
yeah,
said, I
the
couldn't do that.
dichotomy is insane. The dichotomy of like the differential between talent and us liking it is probably the widest gap of any talent versus us liking us gap in the history of us listening to music.
Yeah, and
I
and
would put money on that.
that so we've reacted to Dimash, I think, a few times, three
Mhm.
times or maybe,
And one
and
original song of his, which was not good. It was his attempt to go pop. I didn't
yeah.
like it.
So
And then the other
that
ones
might
are
have been
just him redoing
there
other
was
songs.
there was a song of his I kind of liked, and I think that was probably
I
a
think that
pop
was the
song.
one you did like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him. I know a lot of it is his persona. I don't care for it
Yeah.
either.
Yep.
Um, but that was a combination of I don't care for the music and I don't care for the persona. It was just yeah, I could do without that ever again,
Mhm. Mhm.
personally. Um,
Yeah.
but like you said, I do recognize the talent and I do understand why some would like him. Now the question is are we just too stupid to understand and like him? Are we too
No,
dumb?
maybe we are because I do like covers on um YouTube. Like I like watching people sing, and there's a lot of like. I mean, he's got a better voice than all of them, probably. But it's the execution. He's got the raw ingredients, and he does like. Look how many people were there. Who are we to talk? Like,
Sure. He's very popular with some.
but it doesn't mean I have to like it. And again, I went into this. So we haven't heard Dimash maybe 6 months on this channel. So I went into it like kind of brand new. Like I'm willing to give Dimash a chance because the comments are there. Maybe this was the wrong song, but we've done others, and I have the same feeling
Now,
about.
now I will suggest a possibility on why you and I don't like this song. Okay.
We're dumb Americans, so we'll hear it in the
Not the
comments.
dumb part, cut the dumb off. We're Americans. And I think that is a legitimate possibility because this type of music's just not popular here. I
But I
mean,
do like opera. I've seen Phantom of the Opera in Vegas.
sure.
I've seen other operas. Like I enjoy it, but
But
it's there's multiple singers and it's more like a show. This was no story. It's just Dimash. Let me show off
sure,
my range.
sure.
You
But
know, he
my
is the story.
my point to the American part was what I said initially, right? It's more a cultural thing where if you're subjected to it repeatedly over time, you may grow to like it. We're not
Maybe.
subjected to this type of thing here as
Yeah.
Americans. I mean, look at what we get subjected to on that Chinese social media platform,
TikTok.
TikTok. I mean, it's completely different what we're subjected to here in America compared to what other countries are subjected to, right? It's all just
Sure. Sure.
nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So culturally, he just doesn't fit here in America
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
for a number of reasons. And I think that's a legitimate possibility. It's that we're from America.
we were gonna do
No, let's do Monoskin. So for
okay.
those,
We'll
let
do
for,
two more. We'll do Måneskin, and then we'll have to go American Super Bowl Rihanna. I haven't seen her song. That people are very on the fence about. Her fans are saying they like it. Other fans are saying it's her worst song ever.
okay. So
We'll do that one.
for those interested, do Dan and I actually like anything? I think we
Yes, of
both
course
like.
we do.
I think we both like Monoskin. So let's do. We're gonna do
Yes.
Monoskin, the loneliest, which neither of us have heard. I don't think.
By the way, another example of the main artist there, forget his name, raw talent that actually is able to successfully transition. Maybe that's not what Dimash wants, and his fans are like, no, no, we don't want him
Sure.
crossing over, and we're gonna keep him to ourselves, and that's fine. But then you'll get people like us that don't like him.
And I would also add with Monoskin, the videos we've seen of them, we can tell they're acting, but it's more genuine too,
Yeah.
right? It's not overly done.
Well,
So
anyways, like, subscribe, comment, share. Stay tuned for that one.
thank
Catch
you for
y'all
watching
later.
us through the entire hate festival on Dimash.
Bye bye.